Video here. Can you hear the audio now? It looks like it should be registering now. Let me know if you can hear me or if you can't hear me. Grounder to second, over to first for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the first. Grubb, Neuenmuller, and Prentice will be due up. All right, audio is good. Sorry about that. Windswept Enriquez is the starting pitcher for the Sparrows. 3-1 count to Tim Grubb, the shortstop for the Angels, and he draws a walk. Turn yourself down. Okay. All right, let me know if that's too low. 1-1 count to Sophie Neuenmuller. Oh man. Okay. 1 second. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's see. Okay, can you hear the game audio now? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry about this. Let's see. Try this. Okay. How about that? Is that better? Let me know if I need to change anything now. The game, I can hear the sound from the game. Okay, now we're good. Let me know if any levels need to change. I'm sorry about this, guys. It's my first time streaming this season.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 44.
I just don't think I had it set up correctly going into the game. Turn it down a smidge, okay. Try that. Alright, let me know if anything else needs to be changed. Okay, 2-strike count to Carol Henry. She fouls it back. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. She pops it into left, and that ball will fall foul. Fouled back. Stays alive. 0-2 count. Liner to left, and that's going to get down for a hit. The runner will advance to third, and ooh, Seltzer's unable to field it cleanly, and the runner will score. It's 0-1. Angels take the lead. Bjorn Bjornsson, former Jungle King, was brought over in the trade for the 8th pick from the Wildcats. He grounds it to second. Hendricks will throw it over to first, but the Angels are able to get a run on the double by Carol Henry.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 2.
Spritz Seltzer will start off the inning for the Sparrows, and he quickly lines it over to Neuenmuller for the first out. McBain drops in a curve for strike 1. Grounder to Neuenmuller. She'll step on the bag for out number 2. Spud Villegas. The bat now. The shortstop for the Sparrows. So Sticks, the manager for the Sparrows, was the former manager of the Angels. As that ball's thrown over to first for out number 3. So he's taken on his former team today. Uno Dia, the third baseman, face Enriquez. Uno Dia fouls it. Strike 2, K-Dud activated. And she strikes him out looking, even though she had K-Dud. Otani Banani Watches that curveball drop in for a strike. He grounds it over to second. Hendricks will fire it to first for out number 2.
Now back, the second baseman, number
Ruby
13.
Green Dexterez, the second baseman for the Angels, will bat next. She fouls it back for strike 1. Another foul. It's 1-2. K-Dud activated. Just misses outside. 2-2 count. Fouled back. Green Dexterez stays alive. And that ball is dropped in for a strike as Green Dexterez goes down. So we go to the top of the third. Angels are winning 1-0.
Number 17.
McBain is now locked in at 26 pitches. Has a 1-1 count on Madeline Dixon. And she lines it to left, and that ball is caught by Wash Jotley.
The second baseman, number 26.
Next batter is August Hendricks, the second baseman for the Sparrows. He singled in his first at bat to start the game. That ball is popped into right. The first baseman's going back, and she makes the catch for out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 24.
California grounds a single up the middle. A 2-out single here in the top of the third, as McBain will no longer be locked in for now. That's a pitch out. Keeping an eye on the runner at first. Another high pitch, 3-1. That ball drops in for a strike. It's full count. Runner will go, and it's a walk. So Jiri Magana will have a chance here with 2 runners on here in the top of the third. And that ball gets away. The runners will advance. So now Magana has 2 runners in scoring position. He watches that one go by. 1-1 count. Outside, 3-1 count. And he grounds it to first. Angels might get out of this inning, and they will. So despite giving up 2 base runners with 2 outs, they're able to get out of the inning. Angels will look to bat here in the bottom of the third. Wash Jotley will lead it off. He likes those outside pitches, but he grounds it over to second for out number 1. Tim Grubb, the leadoff hitter for the Angels, batting next. He walked in as his first at bat. Grounds it to first. Magana will step on the back for out number 2. And Enriquez is now locked in. And that ball is lined into right. Strickland will throw it in quickly, and Enriquez is no longer locked in. Enriquez looks to first as there is a stealing threat. Oh, and that ball is juiced into right, but Strickland's able to catch that for out number 3. We go to the top of the fourth. Strickland, Seltzer, and Larsonian due up next.
The right fielder, number 35.
Strickland is 0 for 1 today so far. McBain drops in a curve. Strike 1. Low. 1-2 count. And strike 3 looking. Spritz Seltzer
Number 2.
will be up next. 0 for 1 on the day. McBain is still locked in at 49 pitches here through 3 1/3. And strike 3 swinging. So McBain's continuing to have a nice day here.
27.
And then Larsonian, he's good against inside pitches. And he jacks this one deep into left center field, back at the wall, and it is gone. So he ties it up here. Sparrows get one back, so it's 1-1. It's a brand new ball game. McBain is no longer locked in.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
Ball's grounded up the middle for a single. I believe that was Spud Villegas.
Now batting, the catcher, number 7.
Madeline Dixon, the catcher. 9-hole hitter for the Sparrows. And she lines it into center. Oh, and she drops the ball, and the runner would advance to third, and it'll come home. There's a play at the plate, and he's safe. Wow. That misplay in center cost them a run. Oh, my goodness. I've never seen that happen. Advanced 2 bases. So the Sparrows now have a 2-1 lead on the error by Prentice in center field. Ball's lined into right, and Banani will make the catch. So the Sparrows are able to strike for 2 on the home run and the error by Prentice, and they now lead 2-1 against the Angels. That ball's grounded up the middle. Villegas makes a stop, fires to first, and gets her in time. What a play. Bjorn Bjornsson, the catcher for the Angels, will be batting up next. He watches that one go by for strike 1. Windswept Enriquez is now locked in, but K-Dud is activated here, and Bjornsson pops it into right, but that's not going anywhere. Strickland settles under it and makes the catch for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 26.
Uno Dia, go up next. She's been 0 for 1 today, and she pops it up. And Enriquez settles under it for out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. Sparrows lead the Angels 2-1. California will be due up. She singled earlier in the game.
Number 24.
Ball's fouled to the left and now fouled to the right. And line to Neuenmuller for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 10.
Cameron Kahn has 2 walks today. Let's see what she can do here in this at bat. She watches a ball. And that one's a low strike, so it's 1-1 on Kahn. And she strikes out looking. Jerry Magana, 1 for 2 with a single today. Will be batting next. He's the first baseman for the Sparrows, and that's an outside call for a strike. 3-1 count to Magana. And he watches that one go by. Full count, 2 outs. And he draws the walk. So McBain's unable to get out of the inning quickly. He'll face Adelina Strickland, the right fielder for the Sparrows. She watches that one go by for strike 1. Check swing, but called strike anyway. 1-2 count, and she strikes out swinging, and her mojo will go down after that strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Banani, Green Dexteras, and Jotley due up. Enriquez is still locked in after 4 innings pitched. She has 3 strikeouts and 1 earned run. Curveball drops in for a strike, but K-Dud is activated, and she gets him. She is not letting that K-Dud get to her. She's making those pitches and getting those strikeouts with 2 strikes. One and one count to Green Dexteras. Grounder up the middle, and Hendricks makes a nice diving stop, but will not be able to make the play in time. Green Dexter's reaches on the infield single. Wash Jotley bat here. The 9-hole hitter for the Angels, but he does have outside pitch ability. Slider misses low, and he grounds it up the middle. They'll try to go for 2, and they will get it. So the Sparrows are able to get out of that inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Seltzer, Larsonian, and Villegas are due up.
Number 2. Now pitching. Number 19.
Walter Malone will now come in for McBain. So McBain gave up 2 runs. Actually, I think he only had 1 earned run because the other one was an error. That ball is just slowly grounded up the middle for a single. Prentice will fire it in. So a leadoff single to begin the inning.
Number 27.
Lynn Larsonian, the 7-hole hitter, will bat next. And he jacks it deep into center field. Prentice is running under it. She'll make the catch for the out. So the runner will retreat to first. 1 down here in the top of the 6th.
The shortstop, number 9.
We're going to cut fastball in for a strike. 0-2 count to Spud Villegas, the shortstop. He grounds it in the Bermuda Triangle, and they're able to get the out still as the pitcher was covering. So good play there by the Angels. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. One and 2 count to Madeline Dixon, and she strikes out swinging. So Malone comes in and provides some nice relief for McBain. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Tim Grubb leading it off for the Angels. That ball is dropped in for a strike, and that's another strike. 0-2 count. K-Dot activated again. Another foul. 0-2 count to Tim Grubb still. And strike 3 swinging. She gets another strikeout despite having K-Dud. That ball is jacked deep into right center field and up against the fence. That will be a double for, I believe it was Neuenmuller. Yes, I believe it was Neuenmuller. Emily Prentice batting now with a runner on second. One and 1 count to Prentice. She's tense after dropping that ball in center field, but pops it up to shortstop.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 44.
That ball drops in for a strike. 2-1 count to Carol Henry. Another strike. 2-2 count. K-Dud activated. Grounder to the left side and foul. Henry stays alive with a 2-2 count. Stays alive still. Another foul. Another foul. She's working him. It's a long at bat for Henry, and she finally grounds it to third, over to first for out number 3. So the Angels are able to get a base runner, but not much else as we go to the top of the 7th. Hendricks, Fornia, California, and Kahn due up next. It's weird just saying the last name Fornia without Cali. 3-0 count to August Hendricks. and he'll draw the walk.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number
California
24.
bat now. She's 1 for 3 on the day. She's the designated hitter for the Sparrows. 0-2 count to, and she'll stay alive there. Ooh, that ball is up the line and fair. Jotley will throw it in quickly, so the runners will stay. So runners at first and second for Cameron Kahn. That ball's grounded to shortstop Grubb. Over to Green Dexteras, over to first. Double play. 2 big outs for the Angels, as now they face Jiri Magana. That ball's lined foul down the right side. Ball in the dirt, 2-2 count with 2 outs. And that ball's popped into right. And Banani will make the catch for out number 3. So the Angels are able to hold the Sparrows there in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Bjornsson, Dia, and I don't know who that last one was. To left third. Bjornsson is 0 for 2 intense as he lines it to second for out number 1. Tina Taiga will pinch hit for Una Dia. Uno Dia is a third baseman, so I believe Taiga was just going to stay there to finish the game. She has the bat, but not a lot of defense. And she lines it into left and down for a hit. So she does her job very nicely there, coming in to pinch hit. Otani Banani. Oh, and Milstein will come in to pinch run and I believe play defense for Taigo. 0-2 count to Banani as the runner goes and strike him out, and he's safe at second. So just missed the strike him out, throw him out there. Ruby Green Dexteras will bat with a runner on second. 2 outs here, and she grounds it to the left side, but Kahn fields it and over to first for out number 3. So the Angels aren't able to score that run. We go to the top of the 8th. Strickland, Seltzer, Larsonian do up for the Sparrows. Wow, another. That was like 3 subs for 1 player. So Riggins is now playing third base. I've never seen that. 3 subs for 1 player. Malone strikes her out swinging. No, that wasn't his first. Excuse me. That was striking out looking. Check swing ball. 1-0 count to Seltzer. Grounder to third. Riggins over to first. And what a play. So the substitution proves to be worth it as he's able to make that play. I'm not sure Taigo would make that play. Grounder to short. Tim Grubb over to first. For out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Jotley, Grubb, and Neuenmuller do up. Enriquez is still in the game, so she's working. She's pitching very well today despite having K-Dud. Let's see if that continues here in the bottom of the 8th. Grounder to the right side and foul. K-Dud active, and she misses there, 2-2. Jotley lines it up the middle for a single, and I'm guessing that's probably the end of Enriquez's day there. We'll see. And she comes out, so Ashlyn Decker will come in for relief. foul down the left side for Tim Grubb, the leadoff hitter for the Angels. And strike 3 swinging. Grubb goes down. Neuenmuller try to provide a spark here in the bottom of the 8th for the Angels. She's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Backs her off the plate. It's a 3-0 count. That one catches the outside, 3-1. And she pops it up. The first baseman will settle under it. And that'll be out number 2. Emily Prentice is 0 for 3 today. If she could come in, she might try to make up for her drop in center field, which caused a run earlier in the game. Ball's inside. It's a 1-1. That ball is jacked, but it's foul. Looked like it had the distance there. Check swing. Ball. 3-2 count. The runner will be going. And she misses. So runner is at first and second now for Carol Henry. Big chance here for the Angels in the bottom of the 8th. Pressure is on. 1-1 for Carol Henry. 2-1. Ooh, way outside, and she goes after it. It's a 2-2 count. And that's a grounder to Villegas at short over to first for out number 3. So the Angels are unable yet again to put up another run on the board. We go to the top of the 9th. Villegas is up. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Oh, 2 count to Villegas. And he strikes him out on 3 pitches. So Malone has come in and pitched lights out since coming in for McBain. So far, 3 1/3 for him. Grounder to short. Grubb will field it over to first for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 26.
So Malone is an out away from 4 innings of really nice relief for the Angels. And grounder to Neuenmuller, and she'll step on the bag. So Malone has provided some really nice relief for the Angels. Hopefully they can try to capitalize on that and put some runs here. Continue this game. Let's see if Bjorn Bjornsson can start it off for the Angels here in the bottom of the 9th. 1-1 count to Bjornsson. 2-2 count. Fouls it back to stay alive. Liner to left, and it's down for a hit. Seltzer fields it quickly.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 43.
2-0 count to Bliba Riggins. 3-1 count. That ball is lined into the gap. That ball gets down, and it's going to be extra bases for Riggins. So we have runners on second and third for Otani Banani, who's 0 for 3. Decker is still in the game. That ball's popped into right center field. Runners tagging, and they'll go and advance. And that will tie the game. It's tied 2-2. Angels are able to score and tie up this game in the bottom of the 9th. Ooh, squeeze play! And it's good. That's it. That's the ball game. Angels come through with the squeeze, and they take down the Sparrows. Unbelievable. So looking at some stats here, Fournier was 2 for 4, and Larsonian was able to get a home run early in the game. And then on the Angels side, Neuenmuller was 2 for 4. Riggins came in and provided that really nice pinch hit. And Green Dexteres was the one who put down the squeeze bunt to win the game. On the pitching side, Enriquez was pretty much lights out despite having K-Dud as a ability. She went 7 innings, gave up 1 earned run, and had 6 strikeouts. And Decker got the loss, gave up 2 earned runs and 1 2/3. On the Angels side, McBain went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits and 1 earned run. And Malone was excellent, came in for 4 innings of relief, only gave up 2 hits, and was able to get 3 strikeouts. So your players of the game, so windswept Enriquez, despite having K-Dud, was your player of the game. Walter Malone, with his excellent relief appearance, was second place on player of the game, and Lynn Larsonian with the home run was your third player of the game. So right after this break, we will have the wrong fielders at the Express. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we are back with the wrong fielders at the Express. We're at Founders Field.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 7.
Andrea Dartboard will lead it off for the wrong fielders up against Raspy Flubwall. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Flubwall? Flubwall? And he strikes her out swinging for out number 1 to start the game. Shelby Roundamount, second baseman for the wrong fielders, batting next. Fouled back. It's 2-2. That ball is jacked into right. Back at the wall. Is he gonna make the catch? And he will. Vargas does make the catch. I thought that was long gone, but that ball just hung up there. Pedro Cruz got high pitch and tough out. 0-2 count to him. Check swing, ball 1. Inside pitch, 2-2 count to Cruz. Full count now to Cruz. Fouls it back to stay alive. And strikes him out swinging. Cruz tosses his bat in frustration as we go to the bottom of the first. C Origin. I didn't get the third batter, but oh, sidebar score. Yep. I'm sorry, I'm a little rusty. All right. It was 3-2. Why is it showing? Oh, there it is. Oh, shoot. Ignore the other scores.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 39.
All right, 1 down for Sandra Lee in the bottom of the first as she faces Gwynn Atwood, the first baseman for the Express. And he strikes out looking.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Spoilers.
22.
0-2 count to Lindsay Pena. She fouls it to the right side. She fouls it again to the right side. Grounder to shortstop. Dartford will fire to first for out number 3. Go to the top of the second. Gramps Elderberry, Boomer Lasers, and Brick House will be due up for the wrong fielders.
Number 99.
Sharp grounder to Porpetta at short. Fires it to first for out number 1.
First baseman, number 19.
Strike 3 swinging. Flibwall gets the strikeout and is now locked in already. Has 3 strikeouts through 1 2/3 of an inning. House, the catcher for the wrong fielders. It's batting now, 2-2 count. Fouls it back to stay alive. And liner to right. And Vargas will field it cleanly. Go to the bottom of the second. Stevenson, Porpetta, and McGregor will be due.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 15.
Lee starts him off with a ball low. 2-0 count to Al Stevenson, the third baseman. He chases at that one. Full count. Tough out activated for Stevenson. And he takes it inside. So he draws the walk. Zimmy Porpetta as RBI man, but no one in scoring position for him. He grounds it to short, and that ball is kicked off to the side. So runners at first and second now for the wrong fielders or for the Express, and nobody out.
Number 7.
Hans McGregor, the catcher, faces Sandra Lee. He fouls it over to the left side. Strike 3 swinging. So Leaf is able to get him out quickly. Now she faces Telly Mackin. And he lines it into right. And the runners will stay put. So base is loaded for Knox Vargas. He does not have that great hitting ratings, but he does have power against righties, which he's facing a lefty, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. And that ball is driven deep into center field. And it's caught by Pedro Cruz, but the runners at second and third will advance. So the Express will go up 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Next batter is DDC. Lines it to the right side, but foul. Oop, wrong score. That ball's driven into right center and off the wall. Another run will come in to score. As the Express are now up 2-0 with runners at the corners for Nathalie? Is it Natalie? But with a Nathalie origin? Nope. 2-2 count to Origin. And she strikes out swinging. But the Express are able to strike for 2 runs in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Fruity, Saturn, and Wayne will face Ssbl. Inside pitch. It's 1-1 to Tutti Frutti. She's able to draw a walk, so start the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 10.
Sophia Saturn will now face Ssbl. And she pops it into right center, and it will be caught! And Vargas will be able to turn the double play on that really nice catch. Wow, that ball was sinking, and he was able to get under it for the catch. 2-1 count to Woden Wayne. Liner to third, and Stevenson jumps up to make the nice catch. So the Express are able to get out of that inning without any damage due to some really nice defensive plays there.
Number 39.
0-2 count to Gwynn Atwood. He fouls it back. That ball is fouled to the left side and out of play. 1-2 count to Atwood. He grounds it to short. Dartboard will fire it to first for the first out.
The designated hitter, number 22.
The designated hitter, Lindsay Pena, will bat now for the Express. She's 0 for 1 today so far. She pops it into right, and it's not going anywhere. Woden Wayne will make the catch and fire it in.
Third baseman, number 15.
Strike swinging. It's an 0-2 count on Stevenson. He's got tough out activated. That helps him with 2 strikes. And he strikes out swinging at that pitch in the dirt. The catcher will complete the strikeout by throwing to first. We go to the top of the fourth. Dartboard round him out, and Cruz will be batting next.
Number 7.
So the ball is locked in. The ball is fouled back. Grounder to second. Mackin will fire to first for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 37.
That ball is smacked into center, and it will get down for extra bases. DDC will fire it in quickly as the wrong fielders have a double here in the top of the 4th. Pedro Cruz will try to drive her in. Liner to first base. Atwood makes the catch, and it gets the double play. Unbelievable. That was huge. That was ridiculous quickness there from the first baseman to catch the liner and throw him out at second. I don't think I've ever seen that in the game. That's the second double play off of a catch in the game for the Express. Somebody should clip that. That was ridiculously quick.
Now batting, the catcher, number 7.
Rounder foul to the left side. It's 1-2. Hans McGregor strikes out swinging.
Now back, the second baseman, number
0-2
7.
count to Telly Mackin. Grounds it up the left field line, but foul. Fouled back. Still 1-2. Check swing, no swing. Up the left field line and fair and over to first. For out number 3. Go to the top of the 5th. Elderberry, Lasers, and House will be due up next.
Number 99.
Rounder to third. Stevenson will fire to first. Route number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 19.
Boomer Lasers, the first baseman for the wrong fielders, will be batting next. Check swing. Swings at that one in the dirt. It's a 2-2 count to Lasers. Strike 3 swinging. That ball looked like it was out of the zone, but Lasers went after it for the 3rd strike. High strike there. It's an 0-2 count to Brick House. And strike 3 swinging on her. So the Express are able to just mow down these wrong fielders. They only have 1 hit through 5 innings.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 17.
Knox Vargas had that nice RBI sacrifice fly earlier in the game. Grounder to third. Saturn will fire to first. Out number 1.
Now batting,
And I believe Sandra Lee is now locked in.
number 44.
She is. That ball's popped into center field. Pedro Cruz settles under it. Route number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 23.
Liner to left field, and that ball's down for a hit. Elderberry fires it in quickly.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
So wrong fielders have a
39.
runner on. Oh, sorry, the Express have a runner on. The Bottom, but Dartboard's able to catch that liner for out number 3. We go to the top of the 6th. Tutti Frutti, Sophia Saturn, and Wodan Wayne will be batting next.
The designated hitter, number 18.
Ball low. And that ball is singled up the middle. It's able to get through, and I believe that's the wrong fielder's second hit of the game.
The third baseman,
Sophia Saturn, first baseman for the wrong fielders, will be batting next. The ball's popped into right center. Caught by Vargas.
now batting, the right fielder, number 11.
That's 2-0 count to Wodan Wayne, who's 0 for 1 today. 3-0 count. Ooh, outside strike, full count to Wayne. Grounder to first, and they're gonna be able to turn 2 on that. Wow, that I don't even know what was going on there. There was runners going back and forth. There was tags. I wasn't able to follow what happened there, but a double play happened regardless.
22.
Strike 3 swinging. So Sandra Lee is still having a nice day despite giving up those 2 early runs. It's just her wrong fielders on offense are unable to give her any run support. Tough out activated for Al Stevenson. And that ball catches the bottom outside part of the zone, and Stevenson goes down on strikes.
Number 3.
Strike 3 swinging as Porpetta goes down. So we go to the top of the 7th. Andrea Dartboard, Shelby Roundamound, and Pedro Cruz
The shortstop,
will be batting.
7.
Ssbl continues to work here in the top of the 7th. He has 6 innings pitched, only 2 hits and 1 walk given up with 5 strikeouts. So very solid day for Ssbl. That ball is popped up. The shortstop range is over. Porpetta makes the catch for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 37.
0-2 count to Shelby Roundamound. She fouls it up the line. Another foul to stay alive. 0-2 count to Roundamound. Grounder to first. Atwood will grab it and step on the bag.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5.
Pedro Cruz slashes a single through the left side of the infield, so he's on base.
Now batting, the left fielder.
We'll try to provide a 2-out spark here in the top of the 7th. He's got some serious speed at first. Elderberry is 0 for 2. He's the left fielder for the wrong fielders. Rounds it foul. It's 1-2. Liner up the middle, and it will be caught by DDC. So wrong fielders can't get anything on the board there. We go to the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the
Hans McGregor will lead off the inning for the
number
Express.
7.
2-0 count to McGregor. 3-0 count. Lee drops one in for a strike. It's a 3-1 count. And she gives up a walk there, so I'm not sure if she's got much left. He's thrown 93 pitches so far. Liner to third base, and Saturn makes an unbelievable catch, diving for out number 1. Sally Dobbs will come in for relief now. Sandra Lee's day is done. Knox Vargas has that power versus right-handed pitching activated. Way out in front of that one, it's a 2-1 count. 3-1 count to Knox Vargas. Full count. And she misses. So Vargas draws the walk. Runners on first and second for DDC. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Two 2-0 count to DDC. 3-0 count to DDC. And she misses again, so bases are loaded for, I guess it's Nathali Origin. 2 for 3 on the day so far. And she pops it into center. Are they going to test him? I don't believe so. He's playing too shallow. And no. Pedro Cruz has a solid arm, so they will not test him. Quinn Atwood, who's 0 for 3, intense, grounds it up the middle, and Dobbs fields it and fires it to first for out number 3. So the wrong fielders are able to escape there. They go to the top of the 8. Lasers, House, and Fruity will be batting for the wrong fielders. They need to take advantage of Flebois here. He's starting to ail a little bit. He's at 93 pitches. And he gives up the walk there, so his day might be done as Brick House comes up to the plate. And he stays in there. Wow. Let's see if that comes back to haunt the Express. And that ball is jacked into right center field, and the Express will be haunted by that decision. Brick House is able to tie up the game. It's 2-2. She's able to hit the ball into that short area of Founders Field in right center field. So the Express left Flebois in for one extra batter, and it cost him. Michael Angelo will be pitching now and for relief. We're still in the top of the 8th. No outs for the wrong fielders. And he gets a strikeout in his first batter faced.
Number
0-2 count to Sophia Saturn. Strike 3 swing, and Sophia Saturn goes down.
now batting, the right fielder, number 11.
Wooden Wayne is 0 for 2 today. He's the 9-hole hitter for the wrong fielders. He's been a staple of their team for quite some time. 3-1 count to Wayne. He pops it into left field. Left fielder's under it, and Origin makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pena, Stevenson, and Porpetta will be due up.
The designated hitter, number 22.
Sally Dobbs gave up those 2 early walks last inning, but was able to battle out of it and come out unscathed. Strike 3 swinging at a pitch in the dirt. Route number 1. Stevenson's up. He's tense. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He lines it up the middle. That should get him out of being tense. He should be back to neutral at least. And there he goes.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 3.
Simi Porpetta. Ooh, he was showing bunt there and pulled back last second. Ooh, that's going to be possibly a double play, and it is. The wrong fielders are able to get out of that inning. It's tied 2-2 going into the 9th inning. Dartboard, Roundabout, and Cruz are due up.
Number 7.
It's the top of the order for the wrong fielders, just what they would want. 0-2 count to Andrea Dartboard. And she lines it into left center field. That's going to be extra bases to lead off the 9th inning for the wrong fielders. Just what they wanted. And Shelby Roundabout has RBI man activated because of that runner on second. So great situation here for the wrong fielders. Liner to third, and Stevenson makes the catch. But Pedro Cruz, the power hitting center fielder, will be batting next. He grounds it over to second base. Runner will advance to third, but there's 2 outs in the inning for the wrong fielders. Now it's up to Elderberry to come through here to get them that run at third base. One and 2 count to Elderberry. And he swings through that one. So the Express are able to hold the wrong fielders to no runs despite giving up that leadoff double. We go to the bottom of the 9th. I believe it's 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Express. Grounder up the middle. So the Express get their winning run at first base to lead off the bottom of the 9th. We have Telly Mackin batting second now. And that ball is going to be blooped into left center, and the runner is going to be safe. Whoa, that was close. Runners at first and second, nobody out, and a pinch hitter will come in, Deb Woodruff. Swings through that one. It's a 1 and 2 count to Woodruff. Ball in the dirt. It's a 2-2 count. Fouled back. It's 2-2 still. Strike 3 swinging as Woodruff goes down. Now it's the top of the order. DDC, who has a 1 for 3 day so far. Single, a walk, and an RBI. They check the runner on second. He's safe. Ooh, just misses with that one. 1-0 count. And that one's, wow, I don't agree with that one. 1 and 2 count to DDC. Grounder up the middle. Will the wrong fielders get out of this? They will. A double play to go into extra innings. My goodness. Both teams seemed like they were poised to score runs in the 9th inning, and neither of them scored a single run. We got some defensive changes. Woodruff in left field and Origin in right field now. Strike 3 swinging. Boomer Lasers goes down for out number 1. Brick House, who hit that game-tying home run earlier in the game, is 1 for 3. And she singles up the middle. DDC will pick it up quickly and fire it in. Runner on first with one out, and the designated hitter Tutti Frutti's up to bat. That ball smashed to third base, to back into first. Double play around the horn. That looked like a weird turn at second with the left-handed throwing second baseman, but he gets the job done nonetheless. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Origin will lead it off. She's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Strike 3 swinging. Win Atwood, who's 0 for 4, will be batting next. 2-0 count to Atwood. 3-1. That ball is lined into right, and it drops in front of Wayne. So a runner is on with one out for the Express here in the bottom of the 10th. Lindsay Pena, the next batter. She's 0 for 4. She's also tense, but she has outside pitch active. One and two count to Pena. That ball is grounded to first, to dartboard, back to first, and double play. We go to the top of the 11th now. Saturn Wayne dartboard due up with Michael Angelo still on the mound. He's locked in. Oof, deep fly ball to left field, and that's gonna get out of here. The wrong fielders take the lead, 3-2 here in the top of the 11th. Still nobody out.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 11.
And Michelangelo is still in. One and two count to Wodan Wayne. 2-2 count. Strike three swinging. Angelo bounces back from the home run and strikes out Wayne there. Jalen Hamilton will now come in for relief. Grounder to short. Porpetta will field it cleanly and fire it to first for out number 2.
The second baseman, number 37.
Shelby Roundamount will be batting next. Grounder to the pitcher, Hamilton, over to first. We go to the bottom of the 11th. The Express are down to their last 3 outs. They just need one to continue the game. Cam Iconic is still pitching. And liner to first and caught by a jumping Boomer Lasers. Lana Del Rey will come in to pinch hit for Zimmy Porpetta. That ball is grounded to dartboard over to first for out number 2. The wrong fielders are 1 out away from beating the Express 3-2 as Iconic is locked in. McGregor swings at that one to 0-1 count. That's a high pitch. It's a 2-1 count to McGregor. 3-1 count. Fouled back. It's a full count with 2 outs. Still staying alive. McGregor fouls that one back. Fouls that one back again. Fouls it back again. Lines it to third, and that's going to be the final out, caught by Saturn. So the wrong fielders take care of business today, and they win against the Express 3-2. I'm going to update the score. That one went 11 innings. Some highlights. Brickhouse had the 2-run home run to tie the game. And then Sophia Saturn hit the home run to take the lead to win the game 3-2. And then on the Express side, hits were scattered around. Origin had 2 hits. Mackin had 2 hits. Vargas had an RBI sac fly. So pitching wise, Sandra Lee fairly solid, went 6 1/3, gave up 2 earned runs and 2 walks, 9 strikeouts through 6 1/3. That's very nice. Sally Dobbs came in, pitched really nicely, 2 innings, 3 hits given up, no earned runs, and iconic pitch, just lights out at the last 2 2/3. Only 1 hit, no earned runs. And then on the Express side, Flip Wall pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 earned runs. Michelangelo gave up 1 earned run on the home run, but pitched 3 1/3. And then Hamilton came in and pitched 2/3 of an inning. Players of your game. So you got Brick House with her 2-run home run to tie the game. Sandra Lee went 6 1/3 and only gave up 2 earned runs. And then Flip Wall, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, and 2 earned runs. So don't go anywhere. We have the ball players at Wildcats next, coming right up. All right, we have our final game of the night. The Ball Players versus the Wildcats at Bengata Bowl. Isla Page on the mound for the Wildcats.
The first baseman, number 23.
Rick Delastick leading off for the Ball Players. He fouls it back, 1-1 count. Full count to Rick Delastick. Liner to right, and it drops in for a hit. Bobby Jimbo fields it quickly. It's a leadoff single for Rick Delastick.
Number 15.
Theo Thunder batting now, 0-2 count. Grounder to third, Milan to second, over to first. Dragon special.
The third baseman, number 38.
Fouled back for Patty Potts, the third baseman. 2-2 count. Strike three swinging. Isla Page gives up a hit, but faces the minimum. Sandy Bash leading it off for the Wildcats.
Number 9.
1-2 count to Bash. Ooh, just misses, full count. And Bash draws a walk. Lead off the game for the Wildcats.
Designated hitter, number
Jackson Moore, the fourth.
19.
This is his second year as a Wildcat. Came over in a trade from the Stingers. Sandy Bash goes, and she is running in mud, but she's able to get in there safely. 2-1 count to Jackson Moore. 3-1 count. And that's a ball four, so back-to-back walks to start the game for the Ball Players,
The left fielder,
or for the Wildcats.
number 12.
We'll check on Sandy Bash at second. She's safe. One and one count to Joshua Durr. Durr fouls it back. 1-2. High pitch for a ball. 2-2 count to Durr. Fouls that one back. It's 2-2 still. Way out ahead of that one, and Northwest gets the strikeout for out number one. Bash Luggington now with runners up first and second. One out. That one falls in for a strike. Fouls that one to the right. 0-2 to Bash Luggington. Fouled back. 0-2 still. Ooh, barely misses. 1-2 count. Jacks that one, but foul to the left side. He just watches that one go by. 2 outs for the Wildcats, despite having their first 2 runners walk. Bobby Jumbo will now try to drive in those runs. He fouls that one to the left side. Strike 2 to Jimbo. Inside. Strike 3 swing. I'm going to try to remain biased here, but man. Okay. You go to the top of the second. Jackoon, Dog, and Barker
Number 34.
do up. Jackoon goes down swinging,
Now batting, the
so both
designated
pitchers are
hitter,
getting strikeouts.
Number 45.
Papa Dog, I believe it was Papa Dog, grounds it to first.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6.
Isla Page is already locked in, facing Toby Barker. Grounded up the middle for a single. Barker reaches. Isla Page will now go back down to neutral. And she'll face Nathan Tucker, the power hitting right fielder for the ball players. Parker takes off running and will be thrown out by Someday. We go to the bottom of the second. Longshanks, Milan, and Love will be due up this inning.
Now back, the center fielder, number 8. Follow.
3-0 count to Longshanks. And he draws the walk, a 4-pitch walk for Longshanks.
Now back, the third baseman, number 17.
AC Milan, the third baseman for the Wildcats, will bat here with Longshanks at first base, and he takes off running. Ball in the dirt, and he still gets thrown out. Man. 1-2 count to Milan. Lines it to second. Theo Thunder makes the catch.
The shortstop,
Rookie shortstop Elena Love will be batting next.
follow.
1-1 count to Love. Lines it to left, but foul. Grounder to the right side. Thunder makes the play, and ooh, that ball is dropped by Northwest.
The catcher, number 26.
Elena Love now stealing. I swear, I feel like everyone's getting thrown out. Someday batting now with a runner on second. 1-2 count today. Grounds it to the right side and through for a hit. Elena Love will come home and she will score. It's 1-0 Wildcats.
The second baseman, number 9.
Northwest is tense. She's up to 46 pitches in the second inning. 1-2 count to Bash. Fouls it back. High for a ball, 2-2 count. Stays alive, 2-2 count still. Grounder to shortstop. Bojakun throws it over to first for out number 3. So the Wildcats get one on the single by Someday.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
Isla Page in her third inning of work here. Facing Nathan Tucker still. 'Tucker goes down on a strike. Strikes for out number 1. Iron Hands will bat next. He's the catcher for the ball players. Isla Page is locked in.
Low.
2-2 count to Iron Hands. And strike 3 swinging.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11.
Isla Page has 4 Ks already. Facing Juice Armstrong, who grounds it to short. Elena Love up with it, fires to first for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third. Moore the fourth. Durr and Sluggington do up for the Wildcats.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 19.
1-1 count to Moore. Grounds it foul. It's a 1-2 count. Strike 3 swinging.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Northwest will now face Joshua Durr. Northwest is still tense, even though she only gave up 1 run. Durr swings at that pitch out of the zone for 1-1. He just does not look like he's having a good at bat. Fouling it back. It's 1-2. Rounds it to third. Patty Potts fields it, fires it to first.
Now
Route number
batting,
2.
the first baseman, number 25.
Pat Sluggington pops it into center. And Juice Armstrong makes the catch. So nothing doing there. We go to the bottom of the, or the top of the fourth. De La Stick, Thunder, and Potts will be
The
batting.
first baseman, number 23.
Grounder up the middle. Longshanks fields it in. And De La Stick gets a single
The second baseman, number
to lead it
15.
off for the ball players. Fouled back. It's 1-1. That ball is lined to the left and right in front of Durr, and he makes the out at first, or at the out at second. So great play there by Durr to continue with the play and make sure he got an out. De La Stick was holding up, seeing if the ball would drop, and it did, but he was unable to get to second base on time. 2-1 count to Patty Potts. Fouled back, 2-2. Ooh, that ball had a lot of movement on it. It's still 2-2. Wow. Long at bat for Patty Potts. Just misses, full count. Another foul. 3-2. And she draws the walk on a really nice at bat. So Bo Jackoon, RBI man, got runners at first and second with one out. These are the reasons why this is the opportunity you get Bo Jackoon, so he can knock those runners in. 1-2 count to Jackoon. Ooh, just misses, 2-2 count. Just misses again, full count. Staying alive, it's a full count. Foul to the left side. Fouled again. Just foul, oh my goodness. And grounded to third, to second, to first, and the Wildcats get out of the inning. Wow, okay. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Wildcats as we go to the bottom of the fourth.
The right fielder, number 7. Follow.
1-2 count to Bobby Jimbo. Grounder to short. Jackoon up with it over to first for out number 1.
The center fielder,
Longshanks drew a walk in his first at bat. Northwest at 67 pitches here in the fourth inning. Patty Potts fields it cleanly over to first for out number 2.
now batting, the third baseman, number 17. Follow tag.
Grounder to short. Jackoon fields it on the backhand over to first for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Wildcats. We go to the top of the fifth. Papa Dog, Toby Barker, Nathan Tucker due up for the ball players.
Number 45.
Isla Page is still locked in. She got out of that inning, that last inning with the double play. Very key. 2-2 count to Papa Dog. Fouled back. Staying alive, still 2-2. Gosh, still 2-2. It's been a lot of fouls these last couple innings. Strike 3. That pitch looked high, but the umpire calls it for strike 3. One gone for the ball players. Toby Barker's facing Isla Page now. He's 1 for 1 with a single, but was thrown out stealing. Grounder. AC Milan dives, fires it to first for out number 2. Great play by Milan.
The right fielder, number 40.
Power hitting right fielder Nathan Tucker bats here now in the 5th inning with 2 outs. And it's 3-0 count to Tucker. He drives that one into right center, and Longshanks makes the catch. The ball players go up 3 down there. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Elena Love will lead it off for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 5th. Foul to the right side. It's an 0-2 count to Love. And she strikes out swinging on a pitch outside the zone. Someday had the RBI single her first at bat to drive in Love. 1-1 count to Someday. She drives it into the gap, and I believe that's going to be extra bases. It's going to be close, and she's safe in there. She doesn't have a lot of speed, so she pretty much has to drive it to the wall for a double. Someday bats now. She's 0 for 1 with a walk. I say Cindy Bash. Bash fouls it back. It's a full count. And she drives that one to right field, and it is gone. The Wildcats take a 3-0 lead here in the 5th inning off the 2-run home run by Sandy Bash. Adrian Walker comes in for relief. That ball's popped in the left and caught by Barker.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 12.
Theo Thunder fields it over to first for out number 3. So the Wildcats get 2 off the home run by Sandy Bash. We go to the top of the 6th. Iron Hands will lead it off. He's 0 for 1. Isla Page still in there. And that ball is sent into center and caught by Longshanks for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 11.
Deuce Armstrong is 0 for 1 today. Fouled back. Strike 2. 2-2 to Armstrong. That ball's grounded to second. Bash will field it, fire it to first for out number 2. Rick De La Stick is 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. Fouled back to 0-2 count. And strike 3 swinging. Someday we'll fire it to first to complete the strikeout, as Isla Page is having a fantastic day, giving up no runs so far and only 3 hits. Sluggington will bat next. He's 0 for 2 intense. Check swing strike called anyway. 0-2 quickly on Sluggington. K-man active for Adrian Walker. Wow, that seemed outside, but called strike 3. You go to Bobby Jimbo. He's 0 for 2. Swings through that one, 0-1. Grounds it to second. Thunder over to first for out number 2. Henry Longshanks will face Walker. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Way out in front of that one, 1-1 count. Ball's popped into center. Armstrong will catch that one. Thunder, Potts, and Jackoon will be batting next.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 15.
Isla Page still working. She's at 89 pitches, or a 2-0 count to Theo Thunder. Check swings, but it's a called strike anyway. High pitch, 3-1 count to Thunder. And he draws a walk there. So ball players get a leadoff runner on for Patty Potts. And Fanny Minshew will come in to relieve Isla Page. 2-0 count to Patty Potts. 3-0 count. Not a good start for Minshew. Drops that one in for a strike. Grounder to short. Love to Bash. To Sluggington for the double play. That's just what Minshew was looking for. Jackoon will now be up to bat with nobody on. 2 outs. Fouled back. It's 1-2. Liner up the middle, and that will get down for a hit. Longshanks will field it quickly to Love, as Jackoon's no longer tense with that single. He's got a lot of speed at first. They might try to steal him. 0-2 count to Papa Dog. Strike 3 in the dirt. Someday fires it to first for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Milan, Love, and Day will be due up for the Wildcats.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 17.
Walker is locked in. She has 1 2/3 innings with a strikeout. K-Man active. Grounder to short. Jackoon will barehand it, fire it to first for out number 1. Elena Love, the shortstop, batting for the Wildcats. She's 0 for 2. Layered to left and out of play. 2-1 count to Love. Swings at that one out of the zone. It's a 2-2 count. And flails at that one and strikes out. Someday has a double, a single, and an RBI, so she's halfway through to the cycle, even though she has no speed. Grounder to short. Jackoon will barehand it and fire it to first for out number 3. Go to the top of the 8th. Barker, Tucker, and Iron Hands will be due up, facing Fanny Minshew.
Number 6.
Barker lines that one to center field, and Longshanks was able to get under it for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 40.
Power hitting right fielder Nathan Tucker, batting for Wildcats, or sorry, the ball players here. 2-0 count to Tucker, and he drives that one to left center field, off the wall. Longshanks fields it in quickly. Tucker's going for third, and he will be safe with the triple.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
Iron Hands batting with a runner on third here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. Grounds that one foul. It's 1-1. Minshew misses. It's 2-1. High strike call. 2-2. Just misses. It's a full count. Gosh, and he trying to be unbiased here. Throws that one inside and misses for a walk. Jerry Thunder, the pinch hitter coming in. He's got power versus lefty, facing a lefty. Big situation here for the ball players. Grounder to third. No play at second, so they just get the out at first as the runner scores. Rick Stick is now batting. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Watches that one go by. It's strike 1. Foul back. It's 1-2. Strike three, swinging. Rick Stick goes down. As the ball players score 1 in the 8th, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order for the Wildcats due up. Bash is 1 for 2 with a home run, a walk, and 2 RBIs. And she drives that one to left field. Could this be number 2? It is back at the track at the wall. Goodbye. As that's the second home run for Sandy Bash. It's 4-1 now. Wildcats over the ball players. That could be a vital insurance run for the Wildcats in the 9th inning, as they are facing the top of the order for the ball players next inning. One and 1 count to Jackson Moore. One and 2 count to Jackson Moore with a walk. 0 for 2 with a walk. Fouled back. Liner to second, caught by Theo Thunder. Joshua Durr is 0 for 3. Two and 1 count to Durr. Fouled back. K-man active for Walker. Check swing, no swing. Popped up to first, and De La Stick will make the catch. Sluggington bats now. He's 0 for 3. Walker is at 39 pitches. Fouls it back. 1 and 2 count to Bash Sluggington. And strike three swinging. Sluggington goes down. I believe he's 0 for 5 on the day. We go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the ball players.
Second baseman, number 15.
Minshew's still in. She's at 30 pitches. Two and 0 count to Theo Thunder. And that ball is driven to center field. Back goes Longshanks. Oh, that's out. That's a home run for Theo Thunder. Barely clears the fence in center field, as it's now 4-2. Ball players are still up to bat with nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Minshew now facing Patty Potts. Fouled back. It's 2 and 1. 2-2 count to Patty Potts. Grounder to short. Love will fire it to first. Route number 1. Bo Jackoon 1 for 3 on the day. Minshew will come out and Sirius will come in to try to close it out for the Wildcats. 1 and 1 count to Jackoon. Just misses. That ball is flared into left and will drop in front of Durr. So Jackoon will reach as the tying run comes to the plate, and it's Papa Dog.
Number 45.
Ripped to third base, but foul. Strike. 0-2 count. Tiberius Arcerius has K-man active. Grounder to him. No. Okay. It looked like there was a play at second, and he did not try to go to second. So now it's up to Toby Barker. Elena Love grabs it, fires it to first, and that is out number 3. The Wildcats go on to win and beat the ball players 4-2. Let me update the score, even though it doesn't really matter. 4-2. Nope. Whew. So on the ball player side, Rick De La Stick was 2 for 4. Jackoon was 2 for 4. And Theo Thunder had that home run to get them within 2. And then on the Wildcat side, of course, Sandy Bash, 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. She's probably going to be your player of the game. Someday was 2 for 3 with 1 RBI. That single to bring in Elena Love. But the Wildcats only had 4 hits compared to the ball players' 7 hits. But the Wildcats were able to generate 3 runs with those 4 hits. So on the pitching side, Northwest went 4 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and 3 walks. Adrian Walker provided some solid relief, except for that home run to Bash. 3 2/3 and 1 earned run. Paige gets the win. She went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. She's probably one of your player of the games. Fanny Minshew went 2 1/3, gave up 2 earned runs, and then Sirius got the save by pitching 2/3 of an inning and giving up only 1 hit. So your players of the game: Sandy Bash, of course, 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and then Isla Page, second place on player of the game. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. And Theo Thunder with his home run that he had in the top of the ninth to get the ball players within 2. So thanks to everyone for watching. Quick recap: we had the Sparrows, or the Angels beat the Sparrows 3-2. The Express beat the Wrongfielders 4-3, and the Wildcats win over the ball players 4-2. So be sure to tune in tomorrow, as let's take a peek at the schedule. Come on. So tomorrow, week 2, day 4, the Lumberjacks will take on the Moonshots, and then the Stingers at the Unicorns. That will be a very interesting game. And then later this week, be sure to tune in for the ESTV Game of the Week. The Dragons will take on the Retrievers. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.